Okay, guys, this is me again, yours truly, Minister Kevin L A Ewing, with a special edition to clear up some stuff. I've been getting quite a bit of emails on, so I figured I'd just do a short video to uh, to clarify some stuff. All right. Now, there's some folks out there uh, creating false and fake profiles of myself. I've had quite a bit of challenge with it on YouTube, but I was able to get it under control. I reported them, but of course, the minute you report them and block them, they go right ahead about a week or two later and create another profile. All right. Uh, like I said, they've kind of eased up on that a little bit, but now they have attacked my Facebook pages. And what I want you to look for, because a lot of people are responding to them, I don't know why you would do that, because if you look at the thing that they're sending you, everybody else is sending the same message. The only thing they're doing is changing the name, dearly beloved. You don't know me, but the Lord has told me whatever. I do not solicit funds on Facebook or any other social media page. For those that follow me, you know this already. And even if I were to solicit funds, it wouldn't be all the way for Africa when we have poor people also in the Bahamas. So most definitely, I would take care of the Bahamas before I go thousands of miles away. Okay, so I just want you to look out for that. Now, as far as my YouTube pages are concerned, how would you know if it's actually me you're responding to? Well, YouTube have this feature now that if the account is authentic, once the genuine person of that account responds, then their name or whatever the heading of that channel is will be in a thick gray border. All right. So if you would see Minister Kevin L. A. Ewing in a thick gray border, if it's not me, it will just be a regular black letters on that whatever particular background. Another thing you can look for authenticity on both Facebook and YouTube is to actually click on the profile. And once you would have clicked on the profile, well, first of all, my YouTube right now is at 199,000 right now. So when you click on these guys, they have like two, three, maybe four or five subscribers. And if you look, they have no video. So all of this is giving them away that it is not me. And I'm telling you this because a lot of you have sent money to these people. They're scammers. They do this to T.D. Jakes, Joel Osteen, Paula White, every well-known preacher, teacher, whatever. They have these people making up these fake profiles. And I'll tell you how serious it was with YouTube. In the month of December, I have blocked in total of about 50 fake profiles. The minute I knock them out, because I will have to block them, then delete it. I report them, of course, and then YouTube will take it from there. But they're relentless, and so every so often I'll have to check. And I have so many social media sites, it's kind of difficult to keep up with all of this. But I do my best, and especially when you guys send me a heads up by sending me an email. Now, how you can also help me is to report them, especially with the YouTube. Facebook is kind of more difficult. For example, there's a gentleman who made a fake profile of myself. And what he did is he said kevinlaewing. He didn't make a distinction between an L and an A. He made it one word, right? So when it was reported to Facebook, Facebook report back and says that they do not see any suspicion with this account. I was kind of shocked, but when I thought about it, it made a lot of sense because what if that person's name was Kevin L. A. Ewing also? Not only that, on their page, they have nothing of me. They have no videos. They have none of my articles. They have none of that stuff going on there. So the reality is, they're really technically not impersonating me, but they are because they're trying to solicit funds through my Facebook pages. So I would really still appreciate if you would report these people. Do not send $1. Kevin L. A. Ewing will never ask you for a seed. Kevin L. A. Ewing will never ask you to donate to an orphanage. The only place that we have adopted was the Freeport Primary School. You know about that already. I've had the principal and the the principal of the school as well as the administrators on, and clearly it was an official, authentic thing for Freeport Primary School. Other than that, we have no charities or sorry, orphanages in Africa and all of these other places. These people are relentless. This is what they do for a living, and they can come off quite convincing. But I just want to tell you, to give you a heads up, to really, really think about it. I mean, the minute you see anything with my name asking you for money, right there, that should be a heads up right there. Right there. Right there. I mean, there should be no questioning it at all, because that is something that I do not do. I do not support such stuff when it comes to begging and pleading, and I don't believe in it. And I always make my disclaimer. Do I believe in giving to a church? Yes. Do I believe in blessing a pastor? Yes. Do you want to bless a man or woman of God for preaching a good message? If you feel like so, yes. What I do not subscribe to, and I cannot say this enough, I do not believe in liars telling you to get the word of God to work for you. You have to pay God or pay a servant or plant a seed for a miracle. No scriptures can validate such utter nonsense, and I do not subscribe to such foolery. All right, so that part of it, you don't have to worry about. Again, as it relates to pushing the gospel of Jesus Christ, yes, that has to be funded. I believe in that. I do not. I subscribe to that. But the methods in which things are being done now by most robbers, I don't subscribe to that. So please, anyone coming to you, whether they sent you something in an inbox, whether you see it on something you comment on any one of my social media sites, and then you get a reply from Kevin L A Ewing. And some of them are so unsmart because they're so anxious to rob people. They spell my name wrong. And sometimes they'll say Kelvin L A Ewing, or they'll put uh, Kevin L A Ewing minister, all this nonsense. And again, all of this is showing you this is not me. And again, if you followed me for a while, it should be a red flag right away. This is not Kevin. This is not Kevin's pattern of behavior. Kevin does not beg us and hustle us for money. Kevin does not hit us up for a dime. All right? Whatever I do here is legit, and I don't practice that type of nonsense at all. All right? So please, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Facebook, or whatever social media site that I have, if you see any of this, please report it. There's very little the actual creator of those sites can do. This is where we have to rely on the securities of Facebook and YouTube. And even they're limited because once a person put in a name, I mean, you cannot question the name when they're signing up for an account. So only when they begin their evil activities and they're caught, then they can be reported and it will be dealt with from there. But to date, I'll be more than honest with you, I have at least about 250 to 300 either Kevin L A Ewing or Minister Kevin L A Ewing fake accounts block on my YouTube alone. And from what I'm seeing, they go behind people that are very popular. And then, of course, they see that people follow them. And so, therefore, they put out these. And it's always this, dearly beloved, you don't know me, but the Lord has spoken to me about you. And then they have this, I think it's a Nigerian number that they want you to send funds to. All right. Again, that is not me. I'm telling you once again, please do not send these slow belly thieves your money. And they're scanning not just my site, but any site that seems to be popular. And you will see it. I'm sure many of you have seen other sites of other popular preachers or teachers with the same message, the exact same message that they're putting out there. So please, and again, with YouTube particularly, if I ever respond to anybody on YouTube in terms of a comment that you would have made, to know that it is genuinely Kevin L. Ewing, it will be in thick gray borders around my name. Any other fake Kevin L. Ewing will be the regular black writing. If you are not convinced by that, then again, on all social media venues that I have, to confirm it's me, then you click on the actual profile of the person or their face on there, whatever, and it's going to pull up their page, and you're going to see right away it's not me. All right. The last guy who had Kevin L A Ewing, he obviously don't respect y'all, because I mean, right away once you go to the site, there is absolutely nothing there that is remotely close to what I do. So do not let these people uh, fool you. So I also took this opportunity to try my new camera that I have here now. As you can see, it's just automatically switching from one camera to the next, right? This is the software I'm trying here. And so I figured, let me just give this heads up, and at the same time test my camera to see if I am able to simultaneously uh, broadcast over all my social media platform. I see it have a problem here with YouTube, so I'll probably just forward this to YouTube so my folks over there will be quite aware of these slow belly thieves that's trying to take their money. All right, so I just want to share that with you again. Be very vigilant.